I went to law school thinking I was going to be an agricultural lawyer, but then fell in love with the courtroom. You know, LA law was the big hot show there. You know, I wanted to be kind of that ilk, and so really spent all my legal career in the criminal justice field, and part of that was down in southeast Missouri where I grew up. But then when Bill Webster, the Attorney General, brought me to Jeff City then as part of the Special Prosecution Unit, and over the course of almost 7 years, I had the opportunity to travel all over the state to I think some 55 or 60 counties, often where the local prosecutor may have been overwhelmed by, by the case. And many of these small, sleepy communities, of course, had never seen a murder case before. I won't bore you with a lot of stories, but I remember the one that we did down in southern Missouri. I won't mention the county, where the only guy who could actually even remember having a trial there was the old retired bailiff, and so they brought him out of retirement to help handle the jury. And I remember he had a holster with these pearl grip 6-shooters on his hip, and I looked at him thinking, boy, if things degrade here in the courtroom, he's the guy that has to protect us. But the point is, and we had a lot of great experiences. In fact, this very hotel would often be our base. I probably did about a half a dozen cases here in southwest Missouri. Oh, I love southwest Missouri juries. They always did the right thing. The point is that the election these next months is going to be, I'm going to have to get reacquainted or to introduce myself to a lot of people. And I am up to that challenge. It's much like when I first ran and lost in '94 and again in '96, and I thought some of these big high-profile cases, that I would at least be known to some, until how humbling when we did our first poll, and I was known by a whopping 3%, plus or minus 5% margin of error. So I was either up 8 or down 2. I'm not sure how it went, but part of it is we have an awesome state, and we have people, especially in some of these small communities, where I would put my briefcase down for a week and to talk to the people who understood what justice means, and sometimes having to take those very tough decisions even when another life was at stake with a death penalty or whatever. And so building upon that success in the past, but trying to get acquainted or reacquainted all across the state, looking forward to the challenge. Thanks for the question.